Hello and welcome to the Kdf Friday Bulletin. I am Sergeant Kasim Ali. The Bulletin is a show to keep you updated on events undertaken by the Ministry of Defense over the week. In our highlights tonight, Commander-in-Chief presides over Cadets Pass-Out Parade. The National Defense College holds its 26th graduation. The National Landscape and Ecosystem Campaign. Kenya-Congo forces unite in Operation Chengong. And to start us off, today His Excellency Honorable Dr. William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, has presided over the commissioning parade of General Service Officers, Specialists, Special Duty Officers, Class Cadets at the Kenya Military Academy in Nakuru County. The cadets have undergone training that encompassed intellectual and character development to prepare them for the military leadership.
During his speech, the Commander-in-Chief applauded the cadets for enduring rigorous preparation, challenging tests and difficult exercises until their commissioning parade. He further urged them to appreciate their duties as future leaders of Kenya Defense Forces and be at the forefront of devising imaginative and efficient strategies to combat threats effectively.
Each of you standing before us today has endured thorough training that tested your limits and pushed you beyond what you thought was possible. By excelling in grueling military exercise and meticulous work, you have demonstrated physical, psychological resilience, discipline and focus, as well as strong devotion to your chosen path.
The newly commissioned General Service Officers have graduated with a bachelor's degree in military science, while the Specialist and Special Duty Officers will be mastered in their various professional courses.
Still on His Excellency Honorable William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, presided over the National Defense College graduation ceremony at Karen here in Nairobi, where 65 course participants graduated. The Commander-in-Chief lauded the leadership of the Ministry of Defense, led by the Cabinet Secretary Honorable Aden Duale and the Chief of Defense Forces, General Charles Kahariri, for rendering quality training to the nation, the region, and the globe.
In his speech, the Commander-in-Chief said that the accomplishment by the graduates is a manifestation of the values and principles of the college and a significant belief that sound education, quality training, and robust skills development are the pillars of a strong and secure nation.
I congratulate each graduate on completing your duties at the National Defense College. I commend your families for their loyal support during your year-long preparation for vital national responsibilities and encourage them to continue supporting our officers to serve with confidence, resilience, and professionalism.
He hailed KDF for conscientious implementation of the gender policy, saying that the steady rise of female officers graduating each year from NDC is a manifestation of tremendous progress in entrenching women leadership and a positive step towards gender inclusivity.
Honorable Aden Duale, the Cabinet Secretary for Defense, and his counterpart from the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Honorable Soipan Tuya, led a team from their respective ministries in a tree planting exercise dubbed National Landscape and Ecosystem Restoration Campaign at Embakasi Garrison here in Nairobi. The exercise is aimed at combating climate change and attaining 30% forest cover from 12.1% by 2032 as directed by His Excellency Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces.
Speaking during the exercise, CS Duale highlighted the importance of tree planting for KDF, saying that climate change is a threat multiplier and mitigating its effects is a force multiplier. He said this explains why KDF is actively involved in the crucial fight against climate change. CS Duale further underscored the ministry's commitment to reducing its carbon footprint by developing the Defense Environmental Security Docket to address issues related to climate change and pollution control.
This ambitious program aims to increase our national forest cover from the current 12.1% to 30% by 2032 through planting of 15 million trees and restoring 10.6 million hectares of degraded landscape.
CS Tuya lauded KDF for the efforts they have put in place so far in the tree planting initiative and for leading by example. She further demonstrated a faith towards KDF, saying they're the greatest partners in environmental matters.
Climate change is the existential threat of our time, which commands the need for us to have and strengthen the whole of government approach, all hands on deck, to make sure that we fight the climate crisis.
During the exercise, over 30,000 trees were planted. Elsewhere, Kenya Navy, led by Brigadier Douglas Mukwena, Commander Mariakani Garrison at the Coast Region, in collaboration with Greens of Africa, Equity Bank, and Watamu local community, planted 100,000 mangrove seedlings along Middle Creek within Watamu area.
A delegation of military officers from the India Defence College, led by Air Marshal Hardip Bains, paid a courtesy call on Lieutenant General John Omenda, the Vice Chief of Defence Forces at the Defence Headquarters here in Nairobi. During the meeting, the leader deliberated on enhancing friendly relations and exploring opportunities for greater cooperation and partnership on security between the two militaries. The delegation later visited the National Defence College in Karen, where the Commandant Lieutenant General Juma Munyikai led course participant at the International Peace and Support Training Center in discussion about Kenya's approach to national security and its response to a range of dynamic and complex threats. The Kenyan Quick Reaction Force, in collaboration with the Armed Forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo, took part in the operation dubbed Cheng Gong to ensure the safety and well-being of the civilians in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. This joint operation was led by the United Nations Organization Stabilization Mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo Force Intervention Brigade to counter the Allied Democratic Force militant who have been causing havoc in the region.
The operation focused on the areas of Mamove, located in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. This region has witnessed a series of deadly attacks by the Allied Democratic Forces militants, leading to the loss of lives and displacements of thousands of innocent civilians.
In other news, Kenya Defence Forces soldiers deployed in Guerrilla Forward Operating Base while on patrol within Guerrilla Center came to the aid of an expectant mother who was due for delivery. The soldiers managed to facilitate and safe delivery to the relief of the mother, who had been in labor for a couple of hours. The mother and the newborn were later handed over to the Guerrilla Health Facility for postnatal care. In an effort to promote the mental well-being and resilience of its workforce, the Ministry of Defence held a two-day mental health and wellness sensitization workshop for its staff at the Defence Headquarters in Nairobi. The initiative, themed Mental Health is a Universal Human Right, aimed at raising awareness about mental health issues, providing support and equipping employees with strategies to cope with stress and maintain a healthy work-life balance.
The session was led by two counseling psychologists from the Medical Research Station, Ms. Lynette Karuku and Ms. Winrose Kimani. The psychologists encouraged the staff to avoid substance abuse, which might eventually result in long-term effects.
Military Wives Association of Kenya hosted a delegation of spouses from the 64th National Defence College in the Federal Republic of India. The delegation comprised of representatives from Army, Navy, Coast Guard and Air Force Wives Welfare Association, as well as spouses from Zambia, Brazil and Tanzania Defence Forces.
Representing Military Wives Association of Kenya Chair Lady Rose Ng'ang'a expressed her delight towards the spouse's visit, noting that the Military Wives Association of Kenya has looked up to India's Tri-Service Wives Welfare Association due to their seasoned experience and successful projects witnessed throughout the years. Mrs. Mohina Soni, who was representing the chair of the Air Force Wives Welfare Association, appreciated the Military Wives Association of Kenya for the hospitality extended to her team and echoed Rose Ng'ang'a's sentiments on building cross-border mutually beneficial relationships. During the interactive session, the spouses discussed on leadership structures, financial independence among wives and programs for the vulnerable persons in the society.
And that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. We look forward for your feedback via our official social media handles. Enjoy viewership next Friday for the KDF Friday Bulletin. I am Sergeant Kasim Ali. Goodbye.